All right, let's go. So good morning, everyone. So come to your comfortable seat in your chair and take a breath. And I've been thinking more and more about the talk we had Sunday about community and versus individualism. And I've been thinking about, you know, how do we go back to a place where we are more concerned with everyone around us, where the things, we take that into consideration when we do things. That's a tough one. And then I thought about it and I said, no, it's not. All we need is to practice more compassion. And it's about compassion that, you know, is a major tenet of both Buddhism and yoga. And it's something that we can learn to give more freely of, and to ourselves as well, and to help those that we know to do the same. So let's come inside with that in mind. And we're going to be doing some heart-opening poses today to help to that feeling of compassion. So deepen your breath as you close your eyes. And follow your breath. And bring your awareness to your heart center. Notice your heartbeat. And think about how with every breath you take fuels your heart. And in yoga, the heart is the center of the chakra system, the Anahata chakra. Anahata is the correct pronunciation, and it is about being unstruck, about being open, about compassion. And feel your breath fueling that beat of your heart to open it up to even more compassion. Now bring yourself back to your natural breath. And slowly open your eyes. Good. Let's get nice and comfortable. And move, you know, a little bit away from the back of your chair so that you can have a nice tall mountain spine, that long spine. And let's start as we always do with opening up our neck. So your right ear to your right shoulder, feel the stretch, and breathe into it. Breathe into it. Come to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Feel the stretch. On the other side, breathe into it. Let it relax. Let it surrender. And bring your head back to center. Your nose to the ceiling. Your chin to your chest. And see if you feel a stretch as your chin is to your chest along your back, upper muscles, trapezius muscles. And then lift your head back to neutral. One more time, chin to chest. Nose to ceiling. chin to chest. And then bring your head back to a neutral position. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down, and go in reverse. And we're going to start today with a Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to do that by allowing our arms to fall naturally by our side. And think about the crown of your head over your heart. Crown of your head over your heart. About a straight line from the seat of your chair all the way up to the crown of your head. Your feet are flat on the earth, rooted into the earth while the crown of your head reaches to the heavens. Inhale your arms up to gather. Exhale, bring that energy down to your heart. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring that compassion to your heart. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Swing your left arm around the back of the chair or down alongside the chair to look so that you can look over your left shoulder. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, empty and twist. Lift both arms, bring them alongside your ears, and slowly turn back to center. And let's go straight to the other side, left hand on right knee. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Feel that long mountain spine as you get taller on your inhale and twist on your exhale. And then come back to center. Just gently come to face center. So what we're going to do is a side stretch, a lateral side. So left arm comes up alongside left ear. Your right hand can take a leg of the chair or whatever is down there, or the seat of your chair, so that you can stretch laterally, opening up your whole left side body. Feel it from the seat to your fingertips. And then bring it to center. Bring your arm down. Let's do the other side. So right arm goes up, lateral stretch. Try to keep your arm alongside your ear so that it keeps your head in line with your spine. So that your neck spine, your cervical spine, the way it's curved, it works best for your spine going in its natural direction. And bring both arms up to center and bring them both down to your legs. Now we're going to do a little motion here, a little bit of a flow. So we're going to stretch and then flow our arms up and turn all the way around to the left. Lift our arms up, lateral stretch, arms up and turn the other way. Bring both arms up to center. And let's do that willowing back and forth, just the willowing. Over to the left, through center, your arms are long. And you're going to just flow back and forth. Just feel this easy flow. Easy, easy flow. And then come back to center. Bring your hands to your lap. And you'll either turn to the side of your chair as I am, or come to the a little bit farther away from the back of the chair. Your feet are flat on the mat, and we're going to do our cats and dogs. But keep in mind when you do, and your hands will be on your thighs, when you do it, when you're in your cat spine and you slide your hands back, your elbows back, and your heart forward, big, big heart opener. Keep that in mind. This is a very big heart opener. Exhale, slide your hands to your knees, curl your spine back behind you. Inhale, heart opener. Exhale, feel that compassion that you just let loose, coming back inside. Inhale, open up again. Open up your heart. Exhale, bring it inside. Once more in both directions. Inhale, forward. Exhale, curl it back. Then come up to a neutral spine. Stay. If you are facing the side of your chair, stay there. If you're not, then turn around. And you're going to come to the edge of your chair. So one whole, your whole leg and butt cheek is on the chair, and the other leg is going to go back. So your knee is pointing to the floor, and you're either on the top of your foot or on the ball of your foot, all right? And you're going to interlace your fingers behind you. And you're going to send your knuckles down towards the earth. If you prefer, you can let your knuckles rest on the chair, if there's room. I don't really have much room. Well, I can make some, yeah. Or stretch them down. So if your knuckles are on the chair, you're going to have a more shallow back bend. If they're loose, your back bend may be a little deeper. So let's start with our knuckles on our chair. You're going to inhale, and then on an exhale, you're going to send your heart up, send your knuckles into the chair, your heart up. It won't go very far. You can't straighten your arms probably. Yeah, not with this chair obstacle in the way. And come back to a natural spine. Now, send your knuckles back behind you so that they're floating in air. You're going to inhale and then send your knuckles freely towards the ground and open up your heart a little bit more. Open up your heart. You're going to inhale, and then you're going to exhale and come forward over your thigh, letting your knuckles reach back behind you. This is humble warrior. And then slowly come back up. And we're going to swivel in the opposite direction. And again, so get to the edge, so maybe you can make some room for your knuckles. You're going to inhale, and then on an exhale, open up your heart. And then come back to a natural spine. You're going to now bring your knuckles down so that there's no chair in the way. Inhale and then exhale, open up your heart. Inhale and then exhale, bring your spine down over your whole torso, over your thigh, your knuckles reaching back behind you. And if you want to relax them to your back, please do. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, lift back up. Release your hands and swivel back to the front of the chair. Move away. So you haven't been able to hear anything the whole time. Were you able to see and move with me? Okay, good. All right, here we go. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know how that happened, but okay. Okay. So we were making circles, yeah? Okay, good. All right. So we're going to work on our hip joints a little bit. So come on the ball of your right foot. Interlace your fingers underneath your thigh. Lift your leg. Let your hand help you. Let your hands help with that lifting. Lift it up. Lift your leg up. Lift it up. And lift it up. And release it. Let's do the other leg. Interlace your fingers. Inhale. 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 Okay. Now we're going to try that without the help of our hands. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands to your thighs. So we're going to come to stand. Yeah, so we're going to stand, and we'll be back in our chairs in a little bit. So we're going to stand now. So come to the back of your chair. Okay. So we're going to walk on a tightrope. So you're going to put your weight on your left foot. Come on the ball of your right foot. You're going to hold on to the chair. And you're going to step your right foot in front of your left so that your heels are touching your toes, and put your foot down on the mat. And you're going to move forward, bent knees, and bring your left foot in front. So the important thing here is to have heel to toes, and step forward again, heel to toe. And now we're going to go backwards, toe to heel, toe to heel, toe to heel, maybe once more. Oops, toe to heel. All right, good. Let's do that again. So let's start all the way back on your chair, from your back of your chair. So I have one foot in front of the other, heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe, maybe once more, heel to toe, toe to heel, toe to heel, toe to heel, toe to heel, maybe once more. Whoops, toe to heel. And then come back to your chair. All right. So we're going to work on some very big, heart-opening, weight-bearing poses. Warrior 1, Warrior 2, and triangle pose. All right. So face the back of your chair. Step your right foot forward, your left foot back behind you. You're going to bend your right knee and send your left foot as far back as you can comfortably go. Look to see that they're in their own lane. So I like to use the chair to line up. I have my foot inside the chair, but it's up against the outside leg of the chair, and my back leg is in line with the other leg of the chair, right? You're going to stream your arms or arm behind you. And then lift them up, opening up your heart. Warrior one. You're going to look up at your hand. You're going to bring your hand down to your heart. So imagine that you were using both hands and that you were in a prayer. And you're going to step up. So let's do the other side. So left foot is forward, right is back. Again, get your alignment here, the distance of your feet. Your knees bent, your hips are square with the back of your chair. Right arm goes up, outside arm goes up. So the opposite arm from the knee that's bent goes up. Open up your heart, big back bend. If you feel you have sufficient balance here, your feet are planted firmly into the earth, then maybe you can bring both your hands together into a prayer. All warriors say a prayer before going into battle. And if that's not comfortable for you, then you'll have a prayer with just one hand. Why not? And you're going to bring that compassion back down to your heart. Take the back of your chair, step your back leg forward. Okay. So we're going to do warrior two. Open your legs wide. Now you can, if you feel more comfortable, have the chair in front of you. You could be doing it this way. But I want you to be able to see me, so I'm not going to do that so that you have the chair here if you need it. So I'm going to leave it over here. But please feel free to do that if that's more comfortable for you. Your legs are nice and wide, your toes are pointing away from you. And I still have a hand on my chair for balance. I'm going to use my right leg, so I'm not mirroring you anymore. I'm going to swivel on the heel of my right foot and point it underneath the chair. I'm going to bend my knee. Knee is over ankle, so you do not want your knee to go past your ankle. So you want either a right angle or a little shy of your ankle. And that's to protect your knee because this is a weight-bearing pose. All of your weight is on your legs, and your knee then has to bear the weight. Right. Arms go straight out, or you can leave one on the chair. And you're going to look over the same arm that's over your bent knee. Or you can just imagine it's there if you had the chair in front of you, you could be holding on to it this way. But for the purpose of your being able to see the pose, we're going to do it this way. Right. Send your arm straight out. If you're holding onto the chair, you can still do a peaceful warrior. And if you can do this without the chair at all, you'll bring your left hand to your back leg or whichever leg you're using, and a peace sign as you open up your heart. Compassion for peaceful warrior. Come back to your warrior. And feel the power of this pose. I love this pose because it is such an elegant pose and it's also very powerful. at the same time. Bring your arms down, swivel your toes to line up, and we're going to go in the other direction now. All right, so instead of my toes being under the chair, they're facing away from me, bending your knee once again. And the other thing that we tend to do in Warrior Two is let our leg collapse in. That's very typical. But you don't want to do that. You want to always, to protect your knee, and again, don't forget this is weight bearing. You want your kneecap, your knee, to be directly over your middle toe. And that should be true in any position your legs are in, yeah? Arms come straight out. You're looking over your outside leg. Maybe the back arm is on the chair. You're going to either bring your arm to your leg, your back leg, or to the chair, and send your other arm up to the sky in a peaceful warrior. So the palm is facing out, a symbol of peace, of surrender, but not surrender giving up, surrender letting go, showing compassion, showing compassion. And then bring it down. Come back to your Warrior Two and swivel your feet. Excellent. So triangle, we're going to do triangle now. So triangle pose, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to break it down for you so that we can do it the best possible way to protect our spines. So you're going to come into Warrior Three position with your legs. So heel is Warrior Two, I'm sorry, Warrior Two. So your heel is opposite your arch. Your knee is slightly bent just for a moment. Your chair is where you can reach the seat comfortably. And you're going to straighten the leg that's next to the chair. You're going to bring this is my right side, so my right hand is right up to my hip creaser, right up to the hip joint on my thigh. So what I'm doing, and the other hand's on the other pelvic bone. So what I'm doing is I'm shifting my hips. I want to shift my hips. Spine comes along with it. Nice long spine. So you want to shift your hips so that the bottom one is stacking over the top, so that it helps to lengthen your spine and keep your spine from curling and causing any kind of damage. So press into the top of your thigh, let your back hip come up. Bring your hand then to the top of the chair, and your other arm reaches up for the sky, and look up at your top hand. Push into the chair to come back up. Triangle. All right, let's do that on the other side. So you'll start with your knee just slightly bent, just so that you can get your position, so it's more comfortable that way. Then you'll straighten your legs, straighten your hips, and then your inside hand, my left hand, on the hips crease, your hip socket. The other is on the other pelvic bone, the other hip. I'm saying pelvic bone, we obviously have lots of stuff around the bone, but you know, you're lifting your hips, you're swiveling them, kind of, and you're going to come down. So again, do that again. This hip comes up as this one comes down over your leg. Bring your hand to the chair and your other one up to the ceiling. Maybe you can look up at your hand that's reaching for the sky for a triangle. And notice how open your heart is in this pose. Very open. Open for compassion. You know, we are in these poses, we're often, some people feel, you know, it's very vulnerable to open up your heart like this, when that's what we need to do to change and to bring compassion into the world. And come on down. All right, let's come back to sit. We're going to end with a forward fold. We're going to take our time here. Open your legs a little bit. Let's do this as a sun salutation. So remember starting in Tadasana, but open your legs a little bit more than a natural Tadasana. You're going to inhale, bring that energy all the way up. You're going to exhale, come forward with a flat back and come as far as you comfortably can. Coming all the way down, bring your hands inside your legs. And wherever they are, if your hands are up here, because this is as far as you can go, that's perfectly fine. It does not matter. You're going to reach down. If you can bring your hands down, all the way down, once again, allow your head, the crown of your head, to reach for the floor, an inversion. And feel the introspection here, bringing all that compassion inside. And then slowly unfold, but very, very slowly. Bring your hands to the top. If you're all the way down, bring your hands to the top of your thighs to push yourself up. Let your head be the last body part to come up. And now we're just going to relax for our final Shavasana. And come to your most comfortable seat, whatever that might be. Come into it. And let your eyes close and come back inside. Allow your arms to fall naturally by your side, or let them rest on your thighs. Just want total relaxation here. Maybe you want your chin to your chest. Whatever puts you into a deep state of relaxation. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Begin to come back into your body. Deepen your breath. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Bring your head to neutral. And come back into the center. Bringing your hands to your heart. And bring your thumbs close to your heart so you can feel your heart beating. Take a deep breath in, and let's think about sending all of this energy that we generated in the form of compassion, sending it out into the world, and doing whatever we can to foster compassion, to use our own example and to talk about it with others. The need to be compassionate. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my thoughts, words, and actions in some way contribute to that happiness and freedom. Namaste.